Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another video. We have some pretty big news that dropped last night as I'm recording this video. And at first I'm like, I don't know about this, but the more I think about it, the more I'm excited. I'm hopeful that this is going to be a great thing for the world of Avatar: Last Airbender, The Legend of Korra, and all that kind of stuff, and expanding out past what they've already done in the Kyoshi books as well. So yesterday it's been announced that Viacom CBS announced Avatar Studios, a new division of Nickelodeon centered on developing animated series and films set in the Avatar universe, to be distributed via Nickelodeon's linear and digital offerings, as well as Paramount Plus, theaters, and third-party services. So, third-party services, I wonder what that exactly means. The division is helmed by original series creators. That is the main thing that everyone's talking about. The original creators behind this are behind Avatar Studios. Michael and Brian. I don't know how to pronounce their last name, so I'm sticking with Michael and Brian. But regardless, the original creators are back. Now, what's really interesting, too, is that I'm reading here on the Wikipedia. In August of last year, they departed Netflix. Now, what is interesting, too, is some people pointed out the information that it seems that it's going to be animation stuff going forward in terms of series, films. They're sticking with animation. Don't know if they'll do live action or if they've confirmed there is live action. I'm not seeing it here on this information here, but it seems people are pointing out that it looks like it's just going to be stick with animation, which means they don't want nothing to do. The series creators in this whole Avatar Studios wants nothing to do with live action. They saw what happened with M. Night Shyamalan did for that Avatar. Oh God, oh my! I have memories. I have fucking nightmares for that shit. Trying to find the word. A couple hours of sleep. Apologies. I'm running on a couple hours of sleep. And then they try to work with Netflix, and that didn't work out. And literally a couple days before this, I did a video on the fact that we have apparently a new showrunner for the live-action adaptation, the retelling, or whatever they're doing over there. Not retelling, because they're doing some changes over there. At Netflix, they have a new showrunner, and then now we have Avatar Studios. This is basically the creators of Avatar saying, we don't need you, Netflix. We're creating more series and animated films and other things within the people who helped us create our first two series, and we're doing this, and we're going to be sending it out to fucking Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon's linear and digital offerings, whatever that means, theaters and third-party services, whatever that means too. But it's like we're allowed to expand and do more. Now, there's a couple of questions up in the air, because it says here, besides the fact there's other stuff coming, the company has also said the studio would begin production on an animated film in 2021. And they remarked, with this new Avatar Studios venture, we have the unparalleled opportunity to develop our franchise and its storytelling on a vast scale in myriad exciting ways and mediums. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But the word myriad, I think. They said that it's myriad. Anyways, the fact they're really excited. Now, an animated film, interesting start. But the big question is, what are the series going to be revolving around? People are talking about the Kyoshi books, which are out right now. Of course, Kyoshi was another Avatar in the world. Are they going to be doing a Kyoshi series? There have been talk about for years, people demanding they want like an anthology type show, or a show basically where each episode focuses on a different avatar within the world, and they tell a little story with that avatar, and we have different avatars, and they maybe, you know, each episode's a different avatar, and that'd be really interesting if they did that. I agree. It would be interesting. I'm curious if they're going to be telling, because my guess is if they're going to be doing a series, it's going to be focusing on a new avatar. I could be wrong, because for me, if you were to ask me, Chainsaw, you have the ability to talk to the creators of Avatar and Korra, and you're able to pitch your idea. What are you going to pitch? I'm going to pitch basically the gang, Aang, Katara, said Korra, Aang, Katara, Sokka, Toph, them as adults. We saw brief glimpses of that within Legend of Korra, but I want to see a show focusing on that. That, to me, would be fucking awesome. So can we have that? I don't know if we will, but man, imagine if they did. Imagine if they announced that. That would blow people's minds if they did that. But I also want this too. I also want this, because they said it's a way to tell more stories and to kind of expand everything. I don't want just that. I want them to tell new stories with new avatars. I want to learn about a new avatar that I've never seen before. I want to see the Avatar after Korra. I want to see the Avatar maybe 5 or 6 generations of Avatar after Korra and Aang. I want to see that. What does that look like? I'd be curious, because see, when I saw Avatar: Last Airbender for the first time, I was blown away by the world, what they were doing with it. It was such a fantastic show. Legend of Korra kind of flipped it on its head a little bit, and a different time period. I would love to see what happens if we go to not the next Avatar after Korra, maybe, but what about the Avatar after that one? And we use that to develop a little bit more of the Avatar after Korra, and then I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities. I'm curious what this animated film is going to be, what it means in terms of them focusing on an animated film. That means whatever story they're going to be telling can be told within this one film, or maybe it's setting up a trilogy. Who knows? Because, I mean, if it's Avatar Studios, they're going to be developing multiple projects. It's going to be their way of basically creating a cinematic universe, or a universe within Avatar. And so knowing that we're getting more within this world is really exciting. I mean, look, I was kind of, held back a tiny bit just because I'm like, this could be overkill. But I don't know. I mean, if the creators are behind it and they're running this shit, I think they'll know what they're doing. Because, I mean, to me, they have not steered me wrong. I loved Avatar: Last Airbender. I loved Legend of Korra. They're, to me, both fantastic shows. So give me more. Give me more. I'm just a little worried about the overkill thing, milking it too much. But if they're able to figure it out, because to me, as long as you're not giving me too much of the same story, and you're giving me a variety of characters, maybe even focus on a series or a film that doesn't focus on an Avatar. Focus on a character that maybe we know within the world, but they're not an Avatar. It just would be interesting to see what that is. We met the first Avatar, Legend of Korra. What about the second Avatar? Or maybe we saw a glimpse of that, maybe. Who knows? I'm just saying, just switch it up. Go crazy. So, what do you guys think of this information? Are you excited for Avatar Studios? Are you optimistic? Are you excited? Are you kind of like me at first? I was like, maybe this is a little bit too much, but maybe you're coming around, or whatever thoughts you have. I mean, what do you hope they do? Do you hope that they do a bunch of series of new avatars, maybe after Korra? Do you want them to kind of focus more on Kyoshi, because we have those Kyoshi books? What if they just turn those into series or whatever, or films? Whatever thoughts you have, let me know in the comments below, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.